Agi, and today we're continuing with our And You'll Never Guess What Happened series, where we attempt different fun and silly challenges and track how they go. In the last episode, we played 20 games of custom matches, which was one of my favourite videos so far. But in today's video, we'll be hopping on to the NA West servers and seeing if I can manage to get a win. So, let's jump straight into it. So in game number 1, I decided to drop at Pleasant Park. With the arrival of Chapter 2, seeing a brand new map finally introduced, there are countless new areas that I could have dropped at, but I decided to drop at somewhere familiar to ease my way into the 20 games, and it's looking like I'm going to be getting around 140 ping, which is far from ideal. However, when you've played on the Asian and Oceania servers, this feels like heaven in comparison, and after wrapping up a few early kills, I decide to push a player, but it doesn't quite go to plan.
Oh my god.
Having already played on the NA East servers before, I was fascinated to find out how the players on NA West compared. I managed to get a win on NA East, and even though I knew I'd be playing on higher ping now, I felt confident that I'd be able to snag at least one win on NA West. And so far, it's looking good, as I managed to get a few relatively easy kills. Eventually, I make it to the final 9 players when I decide to push a player. I attempt to go for high ground, but he has an RPG, and he's able to knock me down, and he gets a couple clean shots at me. My opponent can tell I'm weak, and he jumps down.
What the fuck?
This is the first time I've had to deal with skill-based matchmaking in a 20 games video. I was expecting it to be pretty tough, considering I do have around 600 wins, and solos on the European servers have definitely been a bit of a struggle at times. However, on the NA West servers, Epic decided to add a lot of bots to my lobbies, which definitely made things a lot easier. And although this certainly made it a lot easier for me, I don't think that it makes for exciting viewing seeing me kill a load of bots. So I'm going to skip over most of the bot kills and only show actual PvP. I end up making it to the late game, but everyone is playing super passively, including myself. I want to keep high ground so that if any players below me expose themselves, then I'll be able to kill them with my RPG. Although I do manage to secure another kill, I once again forget to record the rest of this game, which has happened countless times during this series. I didn't end up winning that match, despite making it to the final 1v1. The circle closed fully, and I couldn't find the final player before the storm killed me, which was really annoying. But oh well, it was still a good game. Game 4, and after getting a couple bot kills, I end up stalking a player. I hit them with my sniper, before pushing more aggressively, hoping to finish off my weakened opponent. I'm feeling confident until...
What? Oh my god, are you actually kidding me?
I really don't understand how she hit that. I felt so unlucky, and unfortunately, the next game doesn't go any better.
Fucking hell.
I started playing these 20 games just as this year's Fortnitemares began. Last year's was a bit of a disaster, with the zombies causing a lot of frustration for a large section of the Fortnite player base. But thankfully, Fortnitemares hasn't been nearly as bad as last year, although I think it's fair to say that I still wasn't a fan of the zombies.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Shortly after, I end up getting into an actual build battle against a real player. A build battle in Chapter 2? Unbelievable. I win the fight before making it to the final 1v1, but I can't quite tell where the final player is.
Really?
I'm not sure if this guy is a bot or a real player. Either way, he doesn't stand a chance, and I'm able to kill him with ease to secure my first win on NA West. Get in.
Jesus. Let me dance. Hey.
I was really delighted to get the win, and it only took 6 games, so I really couldn't complain about that. Although what I could still complain about was the zombies.
Oh, fucking hell.
My main issue with these games is that there are way too many bots, which don't feel satisfying to kill whatsoever. Whenever I ran into an actual player, I felt kind of surprised, which is exactly what happens when I spot someone at Weeping Woods.
Bitch.
That fight gave me a lot of confidence, but maybe a little bit too much, as my next fight doesn't end like I thought it would.
Oh my fucking... What?
Having now ran into quite a few zombies, they were no longer able to scare me.
Oh fucking hell. Oh my god.
Okay, maybe not. At that point, I literally jumped out of my chair, and I thought I was getting better with handling the zombies. Moments later, I decided to push another player who landed at Pleasant, but I make the fatal error of not pulling out my shotgun in time.
Oh, what the
The next game, I decide to land at Frenzy Farm, when I hear the sound of a player nearby. I'm pretty sure that that player was a bot, but the next player I run into is definitely a real person.
Bitch.
And once again, I run into another real player, and we end up having a lengthy build fight. However, after battling for high ground for quite some time, our fight reaches an interesting conclusion. I'm not sure if any of you have seen the film The Happening, where the plants have caused everyone to start killing themselves. Well, I think something similar has happened in Fortnite.
Oh my god.
Eventually, I reach the top 10 when I see a big shield on the ground. However, it's a trap.
What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. What a bitch.
That death really annoyed me. I was on 10 kills with great loot, so to be killed by a guy who was hiding in here, who then phased through all my builds, didn't go down well.
Oh, come on.
Something that I've noticed when playing on the NA West servers is that there are a lot of people hiding, whether it be in sheds, stacks of hay, or bushes. And this game continued with this trend, as I encounter another player hiding in a bush. But after being killed a couple of games ago by a guy hiding in here, I'm still feeling a little salty.
Oh my god, what a fucking idiot.
Okay, maybe that was a little toxic, but can you blame me for saying that? I end up getting killed by an elite agent after failing to place my trap.
Oh my fucking god! Oh.
Game 12, I decide to drop at Pleasant. I land at my usual house, however, before I can get fully looted, I hear the sound of footsteps nearby. Armed with just a grey pistol, I decide to push the player.
Bitch.
If I knew that player had full health and shield, I probably wouldn't have pushed him, but thankfully, I managed to come out of that fight alive.
Bitch.
My next encounter with a player comes at Zombie Island, where after doing good early damage with attack, I'm eventually able to win the fight.
Oh my god, really?
At this point, I've got a tough decision on my hands. There's a ton of awesome loot here, but I'm also aware that the circle is really far away. So should I bring the bandage bazooka with me, just in case I can't outrun the storm? Or should I pick up an RPG and minis? In the end, I choose the latter, which I realise not long later was a big mistake.
Oh, fucking hell.
The next game sees me land at Misty Meadows for the first time in this video. I end up getting into an early fight with a player inside a shop, and I almost get trapped.
Bitch.
Misty Meadows is a great place for loot. However, as it's one of the most southern locations on the map, the circle can really screw you. So I decide to head out there as quickly as I can, until I run into a few distractions.
Fuck off. What the fuck?
Realising that this player won't leave me alone, I decide to fight them. However, despite me being able to evade my first opponent's trap, this time I'm not so lucky.
Oh, come on.
Game 14 sees me back at Pleasant once again. I'm desperate to get my second win on NA West. Since getting my first win, I've not even come close. Whilst looting this house, out of nowhere, grenades start getting tossed in my direction.
Oh, fucking hell.
That really got me. I've still got no idea where this player is throwing grenades from, so I decide to just leave the house completely. And I'm finally able to spot my opponent.
Oh, shit, it out. Oh my god.
And game 15 really doesn't go any better.
Fuck off. Oh.
I decide to give up on getting any more solo wins, so I ask my friend Michelle to give me a hand. We come across a duo nearby, who are desperately trying to snipe Michelle.
It's okay, they don't hit those.
I do.
Oh! But RG hits those.
You
I'm
damn
gonna
right.
shoot my RPG.
What?
Nice.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
Later
get
on,
water.
we see another team by the riverside, so we both try to snipe them.
What? How am I missing? I'm bad.
Wait, what? I mean, go for RG.
Oh, what
Oh.
the fuck? Did you just... Did I not have any shield? What's going on? I'm confused.
Oh crap.
It seems that these players heard Michelle telling them to go for me, as I quickly go down, and Michelle is unable to clutch the fight.
No, I'm lucky.
No! I had to reload my shotgun.
What?
Game 17, and we're near Zombie Island, when Michelle spots someone nearby.
Someone there.
Is there?
I'm not going over there. Do you want to go over there?
Yeah, let's fuck him up.
Okay.
That sounds straightforward, but when you're on Zombie Island, nothing is simple.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting lasered. What the fuck? Oh my god. Fucking zombie! Oh my god.
Oh!
Let's never go back here.
Get out of here, let's get out
Oh
of here.
my god. What the fuck?
Oh
my God.
Ready?
No, we actually need to leave this place. I actually...
There's a scar right here.
I'm going to die. I left a gold one. I can't fight you. Fucking hell.
That was way more stressful
can't go in
than
the
I was anticipating,
Yeah,
but at
I'm
least we
not
survived
here,
it.
but his team-
We actually end up making it to the final 8 players, when we decide to push a team at Weeping Woods.
Need help?
Oh shit. Oh, yep. Oh my... Yeah, that's...
No!
The next game, we get into a fight near Lazy Lake, and I get a quick kill with my RPG. However, that's not the last of them, as a different duo
one of
turns
them
up.
one shot. Oh shit. Oh my god, I'm getting lasered. One shot. Shit.
No! I'm sorry, Archie. I died.
Sorry.
I make good use of the RPG, knocking one of them fairly quickly. His teammate, however, puts up a much better fight, but I'm still able to finish him off.
Nice.
I end up bringing Michelle back with the respawn van, and it ends up being us two against a duo across the water, whilst a solo player camps below us. I'm not too worried about this player, but Michelle is definitely more concerned. And I should have been just as worried, as the solo player ends up building up behind me, whilst I'm focusing on the other team.
Oh, my guy on me! Fuck!
The Skull Trooper decides to drop back down, and starts pressuring Michelle.
Archie!
So I jump down to try and save her.
I'm dead.
Oh! What? He just went down. Oh my god.
It ends up being Michelle 1v1 against the Skull Trooper, but would she be able to clutch it?
Oh,
Oh my god!
one
What was he on?
65.
Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Oh, unlucky.
Everybody on
Game
it was
19,
so bad,
we
even though
decide
my
to
ping
drop
was, like,
at Slurpy
so
Swamp,
high.
hoping to take advantage of all that free shield available.
cool though.
However, before we can get looted up, Michelle gets knocked, meaning I'm
Wait,
forced to
what?
clutch up, despite being armed with
Excuse
only a
me?
burst. What then follows
The window,
is,
buddy?
well, let's just say it wasn't one of my best fights.
Oh my god. I'm a bot. What the fuck?
That's not a.
Fucking
That was a
hell.
real person.
That was a real person. That was just a really bad fight by two human beings there.
After managing to get some decent loot, we end up fighting a team at Weeping Woods.
What the hell
Behind
is
you.
going on?
I'm able to put some shield on before I attempt to go for the wall replace. But with my ping being around 140, it was always going to be difficult.
Oh my god, where is he? I just tracked the shit out of him there.
Storm's here.
Bitch.
Nice.
I was delighted to have won that fight, but that joy was short-lived. This chapter 2's lack of mobility puts me in a race against the storm, and that is a fight that I was never going to win.
Damn it! Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
You wanna play Squad Fills?
Yes, let's do that.
After that game, we decide that skill-based matchmaking isn't helping us in duos, so we move over to squad fills for game 20, hoping that we'd be put in easier lobbies, and with some luck,
Same thought.
hopefully end on a win. We're not too bothered about talking to our teammates though, so we just stick to party chat. However, that was probably a mistake. As unknown to us, our teammate was being attacked, and we had no idea.
Behind us, behind us, behind us, behind us. Nice comms, bro. Just kidding, we're not even a fucking... You're going the
in
wrong
this?
way. You just saw your friend die over here.
Dickhead. Hide in the bush.
At this point, I'm not even surprised. Eventually, Michelle decides that it's time we stop being antisocial, and has a look in game chat to see if they have mics.
RG.
Yeah?
They have mics, both of them.
Alright. Should we join it?
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm Mil.
I am Milk.
Yo.
Yes. Ah, Jesus
Hello?
fucking Christ. Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Hi.
Oh.
Michelle, I love you.
Oh, this guy right up
Bro,
front.
Michelle, is this your boyfriend?
No. Oh, come on. There's a guy right here.
No, he's my friend.
Okay, good. I thought we had something going on.
Right, I'm pushing the guy really strong.
Yeah, he's
Oh, fucking hell. Are you kidding me?
What looked like an easy enough kill ends up seeing half of our squad killed.
Oh my god.
nice.
We might have won that fight, but before we can get out of there, we get pushed by the final squad. And surprise, surprise,
Oh my God,
I die to fall damage.
Are
And my teammate was never likely to clutch the 1v4.
Okay.
Oh, they're the last team.
GG's.
They
You
hee
did
haw.
amazing.
Hee haw.
GG.
Thank you so
So there we have our 20 games on the NA West servers. It was a bit of a struggle towards the end, but I'm glad I managed to get at least one win, even though I probably should have gotten a few more. Regardless, I still had a fun time, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. So, for all you players from North America, which server would you say is tougher? NA East or NA West? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support me as a content creator, then feel free to use my creator code, which is on the screen now. So anytime you buy something in the item shop and use my code, it will go directly towards supporting the channel, which would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye.